CNBC.com autos reporter Michael Wayland joins me now. Michael, it's good to see you again. Let's start with Ford's stock performance and the company saying it's going to have to double production of the electric F-150.
Thanks for having me on, Kelly. And yeah, I mean, last year was truly a blockbuster year for Ford Motor. The shares increased 140%, far more than any other automaker. We're seeing the shares increase right now at about 11% on what you just said. They're going to double production of the F-150 Lightning. And that's really the key for the company this year. And that's what a lot of analysts are looking at as they kind of look ahead at Ford for 2022 and whether or not it can deliver on that truck.
One of the things Adam Jonas is warning about is that there's basically not enough room for all of these players to succeed at scale. It seems like what Ford is trying to do is make sure that it's going to be one of them that do.
They're trying to get in on a first mover advantage. Cybertruck is delayed until at least late this year. You've got Chevy coming tomorrow with the Silverado EV at CES. But Ford is planning to hit the market this spring with the F-150 Lightning, and they've got about 200,000 reservations of it. I mean, that is not a number to shake a stick at. It's a very impressive number, especially for an all-electric pickup truck. We have not seen these vehicles hit the market yet in very big numbers, and Ford's trying to change that.
Isn't that the real story, though, Michael, that there is huge demand for these trucks, but the company needs to ramp up production very quickly? And as we've seen with Tesla, there are a lot of risks associated with ramping up EV production. You know, Ford has done this for ICE vehicles, but now they have to do it very quickly for a huge number of these trucks. And if they don't do it quickly, there is Cybertruck coming. You've got the Rivian truck coming, I believe. I mean, there's a lot else that people can go to if they need to.
Yeah, and Rivian's hitting the market now. It's a smaller pickup, though. And when you talk about Ford and Tesla, they're both really growth stories at this point. It's just which growth story you kind of want to really kind of bet on. Tesla is obviously a global player now. They're busting out on EVs. Ford's growth story is more EVs, but then also the ICE business that's supporting those EVs. So yeah, they are trying to ramp up production as quickly as possible. We've heard Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, say this several times, that they need to increase production as quickly as possible with the Lightning. They've already quadrupled it, essentially, from when they first announced what they're going to produce. So they're on a good step for that right now, and the market seems to be rewarding them for that effort.
And finally, what about the other legacy automakers, as we just learned that Toyota outsold GM in the U.S. last year?
That was a pretty impressive feat, actually, that Toyota outsold GM for the first time ever for a non-domestic automaker to actually reach that top spot. And it's got a little asterisk on it, though, because the semiconductor chip shortage has really kind of changed the automotive landscape in 2021. And even Toyota today, with the call with reporters, said that they don't think that is necessarily sustainable, and it's not necessarily their goal. But I think they're pretty happy to take the W for 2021.
What would you say we should watch for on GM's stock front? Because a lot of the movement currently has also been around the success of Cruise, and that's sort of a different story. It implies EVs, but also taking them autonomous.
Autonomous and EVs have kind of gone hand in hand in cyclical natures for the past 10 years or so. It's really been hot button topics, hot button issues that have continued to progress. For General Motors, tomorrow is going to be a very important day. You have CEO Mary Barra giving a keynote at the CES Technology Show. That's where they last year announced the Bright Drop business, and they announced a bunch of other EV initiatives. This year, they're going to unveil the Chevrolet Silverado EV, which is a huge product for them that should be coming in the years to come. And I'm expecting some other news, maybe on Bright Drop, Hummer EV, which they're launching right now. And Mary Barra is not going to go down without a fight. They do not want to cede leadership in the pickup space to anyone, including Ford Motor or Tesla. So I expect some pretty big announcements coming from them tomorrow.
Yeah, and their shares also up 61% over the past year. CES, very much an auto story this year. Michael, thanks for all the details. We appreciate it.